It's good to see you back on the sidelines today, Steve. Can you talk us from your thoughts on the game today, please?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, just want to say thanks to Lee and Ian over the last 10 days. Obviously, I've been away. Far from ideal, especially in the current state of affairs and where we are and everything else. But fair play to Lee and Ian and the lads getting a couple of wins while I've been away. Today's game, and we came to today, they're on a good run, Selby are, they're a good side. They're not a million miles away from playoffs, and we knew it was going to be difficult, and it made it worse really coming in. 99% at pitches at step 6 and 5 it's saying, but pitch were a little bit boggy. We know we'll try and get ball down. If I were in Selby's dugout or in their team talk today, I'm going to say to them, get it turned, mix it. They're not going to be able to play pretty football, but I thought we were outstanding today. We spoke about expectations and where we've come from, and them lads in that dressing room have absolute footballs in a fighting chance. And I think sometimes, the last couple of weeks, it's felt that we don't want to put a foot wrong, and it's sort of hampered performance. But we spoke about that. Look, what will be. Let's just enjoy it. Right, they're on a great run of form. What is it now? 15 unbeaten. So them lads in there have got us into a good position, but everyone else has got, they're in front of us, but we've got to do what we need to do. But today's performance really good, stuck to it. If I'm going to be critical, we should have beat these today, and I'm not having a pot. We should have beat these today by about 5. We're 3 1-on-1s first half. We've scored 1. We've had a couple second half. We've just got to be more clinical, and I've said that to lads, and I've said that we look like when we get to maybe 70 minutes in, we start to tire, and that pitch is heavy, and we've done a lot of running, but we need to make sure that we're sharp, so his concentration levels are bang on point. So if we get opportunities 70 minutes on, we're making good decisions, we're sharp, we're fit, and we're ready to take the chances. But yeah, all in all, I thought Owen looked back to his best today. His decision making, his kicking were outstanding. Ken's, they seem to put Harry on Ken's, maybe they were diag crazy today, but I thought Ken's did really well. 2 centre-halves at class, right, let's call it how it is. Left back Callum played with cigar on again, he was outstanding. Gives you that insurance with his pace at the back. Scott is unbelievable, no energy in there, and I was really impressed with Billy today, because Billy's got a little bit of everything. I don't know a great deal about Billy, but I've seen him play a couple of times. But Billy in there today had to come off after about 65 because he was shattered. But Billy's a player. Billy can do a bit of everything, and I thought you were outstanding today. And then wide, Keanu were good. Curtis is always a problem. His set piece is a different class. And then Shay's got his goal. That's a fantastically well taken finish to put us 1-0. But he's won headers. He's up against Jack at centre half, and I've not seen Jack have a torrid game like he had today. And Shay really put him to the sword. So really good. All subs came on. We've got everybody on today. Unfortunately, Jaden only got last sort of 5 minutes, but I just didn't think pitch suited Jaden today. It's boggy, he wants to get it down, he's turning circles and he's low centre of gravity. You just can't do it on pitches like this today. So everyone really did really well. I'm buzzing. It's just another 3 points, and we'll enjoy it, right? If we drop points, we drop points, and I'm sort of pretty much certain that we'll be in and around them playoff positions at worst. And I just think if we can continue to do what we're doing in Aubrey, drop points and one more drop points, what these lads are producing week in, week out is unbelievable, and it's not been done before in terms of when we came in September, 19 points off Aubrey, and if we win as games in hand, and it is a big if, I'm touching a bit of wood there, we get down to 3, so that's unbelievable. Just got to keep putting pressure on. Lads are up for it, and what will be. So now, all in all, great performance. Can we be a little bit more clinical? We'll look at that at training on Tuesday and moving forward. But yeah, no, I'm made up because these are a good side.
We've got some injuries, players missing. So we've got the likes of JT, Mason, Cameron Brooks, Saran. Can you update us on some of those, please?
Yeah, so JT's on holiday, and he sent it me. He's doing his runs. He's a change man. He's JT in terms of the last 18 months. He's a top guy, and he's been a big miss in that dressing room. He's not had much football, and I imagine he's pretty much he's probably frustrated. But he knows the lads are doing good things at the minute. But JT's on holiday. well deserved. So JT will come back in next sort of like 10 days. Aaron broke a bone in his, I'm going to try and get technical, but I can't. So broke a bone with his ankle and fib. Waiting to see what that looks like. Aaron's saying it could be 2 to 3. He carried on playing for 40 minutes on Tuesday. A horrendous tackle. I've watched it back on video. Obviously been away, but terrible tackle. But carried on playing for 40, 50 minutes. Could be out from anywhere from 2 to 6. Obviously Matt's a fantastic physio. Matt's got a plan. Getting a report off the doctor. So we'll see what that is. Mace has had his operation. You've probably seen a couple of TikToks and Twitters and. You know, like fair play these lads who's you know covered by PFA and Mason is he got straight in at operation and you know he's so resilient and I'm looking forward. I was gutted when he went actually, you know, maybe looking at playing a 3 when we first came in and we'd sort of earmarked Mason playing wing back. But he's injured, but he's getting top treatment from PFA and then obviously Decker and the club are supporting him and so is obviously Matt. Who else we got missing? We've got Callum Brooks. Callum's just having a little bit of time out. He wants to get back playing football. His core makes it a little bit different in terms of his environment. There's a lot of pressure on, you know, at this level. You can't lose games of football, and Callum weren't enjoying it as much as he thought he would do. So Callum's gone away to enjoy his football. I hope to get Callum back at some point because he's an absolute gem. He's a star. And I think we've missed his creativity, so it'd be nice if at some point we can get Callum back in. JT, who else we're missing?
We've got Callum Brooks, Aaron mentioned there, Mason mentioned and JT.
Mason, yeah, we've spoken about Mason.
Yeah, we've got anything you can update us with Mo?
So Mo, I've put in programme notes, so obviously cause you know, people's asking, they've seen it, why's Mo in? So I put it in programme notes, so Mo's took an offer up to Farsley. Now, I spoke to Mo in the previous club at Clay Cross that he was going to come in, he was going to train at Farsley. We had a big meeting with Farsley and their owner. He was going to train with them. That didn't really take place as much as or as well as Mo had liked. So he was at Clay Cross with me, obviously he's moved across because he enjoys it with us, he wanted to come to us, so he's joined us. But I've always said to Mo, I tried to put him on contract because he's a top lad, and he's turned the contract downwards on a couple of occasions, and just because he wanted to go to, maybe if someone like Farsley or a step forward club came in, he was going to have a look at it, but he's turned down 2 step forward clubs in the last 10 days, and he accepted an offer to go to Farsley. He spoke to him, and he's just decided that, you know, what we've got 2 months left at season, you know, opportunities are going to come for Mo in summer, I'm sure of that, and, you know, we'd like to get him tied up, but we're going to let him have a look at what that looks like in summer. But Mo has, up to now, he's decided to stay with us, and he's going to stay with us for the rest of the remaining part of the season, so I'm made up because he's a top lad, and he's one of the best midfielders, if not, you know, he's in that top 2 or 3, and I think we've got a couple of them in our dressing room as well, so Mo's outstanding, his work rate, his endeavour, he's got a goal in him, and he's just getting better and better, and he seems to be settling in, so I think it took him a bit of time. He's missed a few lads at Clay Cross, and you're good because they're good lads down there, you know, a lot of lads that I know down there, and they get looked after as well, so, you know, I think he was missing them lads a little bit, but it seems that he's got a bit more of a smile on his face recently, which is good, so hopefully Mo will stay, and that's what he said this week.
We've had Ollie Rodriguez, he's been training with us recently, been down at the last home game. Is there anything you can update us with that
Yeah,
situation?
so Ollie, spoke to Ollie 6 weeks ago, got back in touch with Decker. He was moving back from Spain and he wanted to get back in. He was having a couple of trials at a number of clubs, and Ollie's a top player, and we were made up to be getting Ollie back. And then the last week before he was back to join us, he did his ACL. So now he's at operation again. Decker, Andre and the club, Rodriguez and everybody else has supported him. So what they've done is they're actually paying to help aid his recovery. Matt's looking after his recovery as well. So I mean, he's not even our player. But you know, like a lot happens behind the scenes. But you know, Wakefield, Decker, the guys, the owners, you know, if there's fully support the lads that they've had at the club, and Ollie's getting that sort of treatment, and Ollie will do his rehab, and he'll be back in pre-season, and we look forward to welcoming Ollie back next year.
Brilliant. And finally, looking ahead to Shelley.
Yeah, look, I mean, you know, form, you know, over the course of the season is very up and down. and that's every team. What we're doing, I mean, I thought we were good today. I thought we were back to near enough as good as we can be, apart from being clinical. But you know, last couple of games, Nostal, and even a few before that, we were getting through games without being fantastic. But Shelley have beat Aubrey. They've signed a good couple of lads. They're going to be difficult. Pitches aren't going to be great. And every game is a cup final, and we're just going to enjoy it. We're going to sit back. We're going to see what happens in and around us. There's a big game on Tuesday night. We'll run well in Aubrey. And you know, it's Aubrey's to throw away, you know, and that's not me trying to stick knife in. It is, that's how it is. You know, 19 points ahead of you when you know we came in, and hopefully we can get that down to 3. But it's going to be a big ask. But if anyone's capable of doing it, it's that dressing room. And you know, I'm made up with what we've got in there. But you know, Shelley's going to cause us problems, as these have caused us problems, as Nostal have caused us problems. So look, you look at table and you think, yeah, you know, you'll get 5 against Nostal, you'll go and get whatever against, you know, Shelley. It ain't going to happen. Like, we're going to have to scrap for every point, and them lads are well up for it, and so am I. But, you know, I get easy job, I get to pick side, and they get the hard job, and they've got to go and do it. So, you know, talk is cheap, and them lads are producing week in, week out, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
Good stuff. Thanks for your time, and have a good 3 points.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Good job.